Target, he's Danny Weed. Most people probably know us like firstly from being part of Roll Deep. Done loads of stuff with Roll Deep over the last 10 or 12 years. A couple of albums, a few hit singles, loads of underground work like early grind days. And aside from that, just as known as producers and DJs firstly, I now do a show, Radio 101 Extra. Me and Danny have got the night pitched up and the label pitched up, and we both work at Universal Publishing. So we've just been involved in the scene and everything that's kind of been in and around it for the last 12 years or so. That's to cut a long, very, very, very long story short. I could bore you with like all of these
15-year story.
Yeah.
Everything, I think first and foremost musically is what we always agree on most of, well, 99% of the time, do you know what I mean? If I'm into something, Darren will be into it, Tyler will be into it as well. But yeah, we disagree on everything other
else,
than that.
Yeah, like we disagreed on him going to eat food just 5 minutes ago when I wasn't. Like, it's a constant thing, but that's just how it works.
That's it.
But like you said, like we agree on the important things mainly. Like when it comes to music and creative stuff, and we're into the same sort of music. It's very rare that I'll be like going crazy about something and he hates it, or vice versa. Like we've got similar ear in that respect. And nearly everything we do business-wise is music related, so I guess that definitely helps. The name was just like something that popped into my head. Like we had the idea for the night originally. It was like, let's do something at night, but we didn't want it. The reason we've never wanted to do nights before is like lots of them are boring and like fake. They feel fake. Like it's just for A&Rs to go and watch like a showcase of artists. You can hear people talking while people are performing. Like that was the last thing we wanted to do. We wanted to be like a party vibe.
We don't want an industry night because that's what we're not. We try to not be the industry, even though we are, I suppose, but we don't want to be the classic industry night, like you said, where you go, you turn up, you stand up, watch a performance, you have a Red Bull and you go home and tell your boss what the performance was like. We want people to go out, have a drink, want to stay on and have a rave, because that's what originally, that's what we want to go out and do. You know what I mean? Go out and have a rave every time we go out, really, rather than, it's never, standing up and watching and going home is never fun for us. You know, even at a concert, it's nice to go and watch, but you know, we want to enjoy it, shake a leg, watch a few females having a nice evening. That's what we want in our party as well. So away from the fact that it is part of the business, obviously, and the brand, and we're introducing new artists, we still want people to come there and have the feeling of going out and having a good time, even though it's a midweek event.
Talk about music and the white girls are killing it all over the globe. Now your Christmas, everybody's on your road. It's asking for me like the Wi-Fi code.
Skepta was, we didn't know Skepta was coming that night. Skepta's been a few times, but we didn't know he was coming that night. We didn't know the whole of Boy Better Know were coming. Like they just were there in the venue. We didn't know that Skepta was going to end up jumping on and like.
I don't think he wanted to get on.
No, like there was not planned. Like yeah, he was just like, laying low.
He didn't want to really get on. I could tell he was just enjoying it, having a nice time being out. But like I say, at that time, when it's that moment to get on the mic and have a vibe up, he joins in. He knows it's the right moment to do it, and that's another thing what it's about. Especially when it's like the last set, we try and make the last set a bit more of a vibe and just let everyone jump on and do their thing. And that's
when people was like, next day I was at radio, and like all the people at radio were like, oh, you're so sick, that was a sick surprise you had done for us. And I was like, that was a surprise for me.
I know, like, people do think a lot of it's planned, and not. That's the thing, we don't really plan everything, we plan the basis of it and let the rest of it up.